What is going on, everybody? I'm back with another video. Just got done eating some Bojangles. If you know what Bojangles is, if there's a chicken emoji, put a chicken emoji in the comment section if you know what Bojangles is and if you've had Bojangles. I like me some Bojangles. Still, my favorite fast food chicken place is between Zaxby's and Popeyes, but you can't go wrong with a good Bojangles. And I had some of their biscuits, and they were good. They were good. So now we took that little breather. We're back with another video. This one is the Spiral trailer reaction. I've seen a lot of people react to this, and we're gonna see what I think about it. Now, when it comes to the Saw franchise, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I don't hate it, but I am a huge James Wan fan. He's one of my favorite directors because of what he's been able to do with some of the horror films I grew up with when I started watching horror films, with Insidious, and the Conjuring films. And he did the first Saw film, which I think is a good horror film. And the second Saw film, which was someone else, I believe maybe Leigh Whannell directed that. I'm not entirely, I can't remember who directed Saw 2. But Saw 2 was almost on par with Saw 1. I thought Saw 2 was good. And Saw 3, I enjoyed it. But the problem with Saw 3 was it dragged a little bit. If you would have been able to condense that movie for about in between 10 to 15 minutes less, it would probably be my favorite Saw film. But then Saw 4 was a disappointment. You had potential to knock it out of the park and blow me away with it, and then you disappoint me with bringing back Eric Matthews as a character who I really enjoyed just to kill him. Then Saw 5 happened, and everyone can agree that that movie is a trudge. It is a chore to get through, and it is boring upon boring. And I've seen those, and I've seen Jigsaw. I haven't seen Saw 6 or the final chapter. I tried to sit down and watch Saw 6 a few times, but things would come up. So maybe someday I'll sit down and try to watch Saw 6 and the final chapter. But I have a good grip on the Saw franchise and what it is. So, am I interested in this? I remember watching the first trailer. I didn't do a reaction for it on my channel, but I watched it and I was thinking, this looks interesting enough. You have Chris Rock taking a more serious approach. You've got Samuel L. Jackson as well. And it looks like it's going to focus a lot, maybe more, on the detective side. And when the Saw films do that, and they focus kind of like on an investigative cops looking in on the murderer, I like that. That's what is kind of the backbone of it. And then if you cut to the killer and stuff, then it truly does make for a good Saw film, in my opinion. Instead of just people going from trap to trap trying to escape, and then we get the killer. Like, I like those cop investigation stuff mixed in as well. So, with that being in there, and hopefully they do it well, this could be up there for my Saw ranking, because I'll do a Saw ranking on my channel when this film releases. Okay, when it releases, I'll do a ranking for it on my YouTube channel. So that's what you can expect when that film comes out. So, without further ado, without me blabbering my mouth on and on and on, let's get to the part you actually came here for, the trailer reaction. Let's get into it, guys.
Package just came in.
Get everybody out of here.
See, I will say I'm enjoying seeing Chris Rock in a more serious role. I think he's doing pretty good from the trailers I've seen, and his line delivery, it doesn't seem too cheesy to me.
Play me.
Hello, Detective Banks. Do you know where your officers are?
Whoa, what the fuck? That pig head, man. Damn.
Jigsaw?
Wait, I thought the Jigsaw killer was dead.
He is.
Find him. They're hours, not days.
How can I catch this guy? If there's nobody on the force, I can trust.
You can't do this alone.
saying, man, Chris Rock looks like he's gonna steal the show.
Something personal.
When was the last time you saw your father?
Jigsaw copycat.
It's gonna go sideways fast.
All available units, officer down.
I'm enjoying some of the camera angles they're using too.
To get us out of the precinct. I need everyone on this case. He could be anywhere. He could be anyone. We're gonna tear this city apart.
That was Tobin Bell. In the pictures.
Hello, Detective Banks. When was the last time you saw your father?
What the? Oh, he's gonna be in a trap. Wow. All right, let's get to that analysis portion. Okay. All right, guys, let's get to that analysis portion of the trailer. Well, I'm going to catch flack for this just like I did in my prior trailer reaction a little bit. This is a trailer reaction where a trailer actually got me hyped for the movie. And, again, no hate on the Suicide Squad. I understand there are people that are excited for it, and I do think that movie, worst case scenario, is going to entertain me. I feel like it's going to be a Shazam-like scenario, where it entertains me for a theater experience or a one-off watch. But it's not a movie I feel myself watching or having the urge to rewatch. That's what I feel like is going to happen with that film. Now, about Spiral, ever since Chris Rock was going to be involved with it, before I started seeing, you know, leaks and trailers and stuff, I was adamant. I was like, a comedian in a Saw movie, you know, and then Samuel L. Jackson's in it too. But then the trailers, you watch the trailers, and they both look surprisingly well. And we all know Samuel L. Jackson's a good actor, so that wasn't the problem. It was like, can Chris Rock pull it off and it not seem over the top and too, you know, trying too hard? I think he can. I think he can pull off a Saw movie. After seeing these two trailers, there's a consistency there. I think he's gonna do good, and he's gonna. And it's kind of like what I thought with Donnie Wahlberg, because he strikes me as much more of a TV actor. But Donnie Wahlberg in Saw 2 surprised me with his character. So I feel like it's gonna be another one of those scenarios with Spiral, and I love how this one, it seems like they may have gotten a higher budget than a lot of the Saw films. And obviously that helps with technology, of course, but I think the budget might be higher. And, I mean, when you have people like Chris Rock and Samuel L. Jackson, you have that pull factor to you. You might be able to get those resources to really be able to go and, you know, flesh some things out. So that's a positive. This movie looks like you're going to be more frightened of the pig heads, you know, that the killers or the people associated with Jigsaw wear when they go to kidnap people to put them in the trap. And seeing that traps are going to be in this movie, seeing Samuel L. Jackson in a trap, it was a pretty intricate design too. It was pretty good, so it feels like the traps are going to be back to good form in the Saw franchise, which is another plus in my personal opinion. So there's a lot of positives if you're a Saw fan to this trailer, I think, in my personal opinion. And there's a reason why it is trending on YouTube. So I completely understand the hype behind this movie after seeing two trailers. I'm not among those people that's like, this is my most anticipated film. But it is supposedly, as long as everything stays the course, comes out on May 14th. And I will be interested in checking this film out, whether it's in theaters, if a streaming service somehow picks it up, or it's got some alternate option, whatever. I'm going to keep up to date for the options to watch this film, and I'm going to do my damnedest and everything possible to watch this movie when it releases, because this does look like it's going to be a great time. It looks like the rewatch factor is going to be there for me as a Saw fan, so I am very much excited about this. Let me know what you thought about the Spiral trailer. in the comments. Are you excited like me? Is this a nice return to form for the Saw franchise? Or are you one of those people that are still a bit adamant? Or do you just think this movie shouldn't have got made? Let me know what you thought about it in the comment section. Love to hear that conversation. Appreciate you guys watching this. See you guys in the next one. And always, I always say this, or I try to, don't let people change your opinions. You're gonna have what you have, and it's alright. Coming from somebody that gets a lot of slack for the opinions he has. It's a preference, okay? If everyone agreed on something, it wouldn't be an opinion, guys. See you in the next one.